Okay, so I'm looking for a trade right here. It's not a usual trade that I would take. Um, I'd like to explain it. So, well, give me one sec to just get everything ready. Okay, okay. Okay, so basically, I'm looking for a buy. Um, it's not a usual type of buy. It's just that this. Okay, here we go. Let me just get everything drawn really fast and then we'll
Order
explain it.
filled.
What the heck? Okay, okay. So just going for 9 ticks and okay, I guess we're not out yet. But basically, all right, very nice. Tick through, tick through, tick through. Okay, very nice. I don't like it when it ticks, when I get filled on the tick and then it goes back down. So it was a fast trade. Basically, what I'm thinking here is, well, so this uptrend played out with a break in a new high, and then we immediately rush back below, and then we fade the main range. So we have this downtrend, break, new low, we go into a range. This move happened so fast, it was just so extended. It's an unsustainable downtrend basically, because a healthy trend is usually at a 45-degree angle. This is almost a 90-degree angle. It played out, had a break and a new low, and then it immediately went into a range. It's been so far away from the EMA for so long. I'm willing to go into the highs of this range here, go for a one-to-one. It's a perfect signal bar. The downtrend had a break, new low. We got an entry closing out of this move to the new low. Plenty of room to the highs here. Look how extended this is. I mean, that's not sustainable. So I thought it was a pretty good looking trade. Um, anyway, I'm glad I could record it. I'm also glad I got out really fast. But but yeah, it's a little harder to see these kinds of trades because they're not perfect entries. I mean, one of the reasons I took this trade, the fact that it's so extended, and that it happens so fast, and that I just know that these tend to reverse faster whenever there's huge spikes down. So anyway, and then right here, this is I was wanting to get a trade here, because it reminded me of yesterday's trade where I took this trade here yesterday and I ended up getting out of break even. So yesterday's lines were here. I saw two legs out, two legs up, breaking of the range. Most breakouts fail, and then a rush below the EMA. And also I just wanted to take that. We almost started getting the same thing here because we had today's range. We had a breakout, two legs up, and then a rush below the EMA. I was trying to get a reversal pattern here, but we end up not getting anything. So I marked the area. It just took off from there. So, you know, so I had a fan on. Um, I just turned off the fan. I don't know if that was making a lot of noise into the mic or not. So I apologize if it was, but it's off. So anyways, let me just go through the day now. I put my overnight highs here, my overnight lows here. So they were very easy to see today. I started trading around here. I didn't get anything until we broke out of the lows. But basically we're just chopping around and then finally we break out. Most breakouts fail. I took this trade. I only went for one to one. Um, I was wanting to go for one to two, but there's a couple reasons I didn't. So one is we do have these lower highs here. Now, it's a range and then we have some lower highs. I mean, that's not going to completely stop me from taking longs. I mean, that's not very much. That's just, I mean, they're still getting, way past the midline. So, it's not like it's super bearish, but there is a small bearish imbalance here. So I didn't want to go for a massive target when I'm going long on this breakout, especially because it didn't have a perfect signal bar. Now, I was thinking, okay, it does close out of this downtrend, which really I was thinking, we have a reset here, downtrend break, and then we have these two bigger attempts down. Um, and then another way to look at it really is just this leg down. Oh, whoa, my mouse is screwing up. Downtrend, it's harder to spot, but you have two legs down there. So, I thought it was good to ride to the EMA, and yeah, anyway. Here, now this trade, well, my mouse is like broken, I think, because it's rattling around inside, and then whenever I move it in a direction, it just moves further even after I stop moving my mouse. So, my mouse is kind of acting crazy. But anyways, so we fade a lot more than I was expecting. We pull back, and now this trade here, it's a little hard to spot, and yeah, it is kind of congestive. It's not perfect, but there's something that made me really want to take this. So I drew this range here. I mean, I was drawing it a couple ways, but I ended up thinking that it fits best here. So this uptrend has a break. We are expecting a new high. We just faded the range, and then here we break out. We get a first attempt at a new high for this uptrend. So uptrend break, first attempt. So I knew here that I was entering on the second attempt, which generally have larger attempts anyway. So it's more likely to win out than a first attempt. So it was the second attempt to make the new high. 1-to-1, there's enough room to the highs of this range that I drew. And then it was choppy, but then when it ticked lower than this bearish bar right here, because it looks like a breakout pullback, second entry kind of, lower high. And then when it ticks lower and then closes that far back up, it just looks like a perfect trap. I had to enter. So, I took it. I got on the end of the bar. Because if I had entered one tick higher, I didn't want to have to push out of the range. I mean, I do sometimes, but I wanted to get out as early as I could. So that's what I did there. Um, then I didn't have that range at first. I mean, this uptrend, I didn't have this yet. So we push up with another uptrend. So now we have these two legs up. We break out of the range. Um, when you break out of a range, obviously you're going to start looking for shorts. There's nothing here. It's inside of this trend. You don't push below the EMA. You kind of just hold above. And then eventually you can get this larger trend, which at first I started drawing like this, but eventually I extended it to here. It's not a perfect trend, but I think it's valid. It did hold off here for a while, and then it has a break, new high, and then we immediately rush below the EMA. So kind of like how I was talking here, I was looking for a reversal. I was doing the same thing here, even though it was one leg, because it does have a break, new high, and if it starts rushing below the EMA, then it can be really good for a reversal. Sorry, the auto scale is making it difficult here. But I did draw this range pretty early, so I knew I couldn't really take anything. Also, this failed second entry, it does close above the EMA while inside a range. I wouldn't want to go short there on the reversal pattern, so I didn't take it. Um, so at this point, I just saw the range. We break out. Most breakouts fail. We have two legs down, and now this trade, it's not a perfect trade, but there's something I like about it. Basically, the context area is perfect because we have a range, we have one leg up, so one big leg up, a break, can easily get a second leg up. We're inside of this range, we break out, most breakouts fail, downtrend played out. Now, the things that are wrong with it, so the context area is good, I think, but the things that are wrong with it is that it's clearly congestive, but I started thinking, well, we do have this second entry short right here. There's going to be a lot of people going short on the breakout pullback wanting a reversal. So, when it went a few ticks lower or like a point lower, and then it closed all the way back up, I knew it was a trap. So it's like I had to enter. And there's enough room for 1-to-1 to get out anyway. So it's like the context is perfect. I'm not going to skip it just because it's congestive. It's a trap. So there's a lot of good things about it. Um, you know, I liked it, and then I marked this area because It, it's not. I wouldn't go short there. It's a very good idea to go short there, but the reason it doesn't look that bad is because it is an uptrend, a break, and then you do have this triple test, and then you can technically be like, oh, okay, well, if the uptrend played out and we have this triple test, then I think maybe we can reach the lows. But the only issue is we just broke out and then faded. I mean, that can cause it to just make a second leg up, which it actually did make a second leg up there. It didn't make the measured move, but that's still a significant push anyway. So um, yeah, so that's basically what I was thinking there. I wouldn't want to go short there. Um, you know. Anyway. had maybe this range not been here, we push below the EMA, we could get something. But I mean, I'm not gonna go short there. So anyway, we push up. We have a second leg up. I was still looking for longs. Obviously, the bias is way up. We have plenty of room to the um, measured move, which is all the way up here. Um, but then we push below the EMA, so I instantly switched to okay. It didn't reach the measured move, but we still do have two legs up, and now it's rushing below the EMA. I'm looking for a reversal pattern. We don't get anything. It just takes off. It just closes below, takes off. Um, so we push lower, break, new low. This is where I got my entry here. God, these are, yeah, doing very well. I could have gone 1 to 2, which doesn't matter because that would not have been a good idea to go for 1 to 2 on this. But anyway, so yeah, then we had the breakout. It failed. Looks like we're reversing now. So anyway, that's just what I saw today. You know what I realized? I realized that I have to put up one of those, like in my channel description, I have to put up like a thing that says, um, this is not financial advice. Um, which I mean, technically that's true. I really am just showing what I'm doing. But I realized, wait a minute, am I supposed to have one of those up? I'm not even sure. I don't even know what I'm supposed to write. Like this is for entertainment purposes only or something. I mean, technically that's actually all true. That really is true. But since it is like, you know, a channel, a trading channel, finance, whatever, I I bet I do have to put one of those up. So I'm gonna do that right after this video. Anyway, looks like we're going to this uptrend. Ugh, we have this overshoot. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the video. I'm tempted to stay away, to stick around and try to get a live trade, but I'm just gonna end the video. I might trade for a little bit longer, but I don't really want the eyes on me, with the live trading. So anyway, I'm just gonna end it here. Have a good day, everybody, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.